Hey everyone, what is going on? So we have more battles for you today in the Open Master League that I did, and a couple more Pokemon that I have built that I actually got at the Horn Tour. I was able to build these two Pokemon, Groudon and Kyogre. So let's go ahead and dive right into the commentary and see what we got going on for us. We won't delay any further. I do go straight for the Precipice Blades. Yeah, I mean, you could win this just going straight Precipice Blades. So if you bait, that's fine. But I'd rather not bait, right? I'd rather just go straight for it. In this situation, my opponent does double shield, but that's totally fine. I'm going to go ahead and go for it again. I could shield the next one and still make it to another Precipice Blades and take the matchup anyway. So my opponent is going to go ahead and throw that Iron Head, and I do go ahead and shield it. And out comes the Giratina. I'm going to go ahead and switch into my Dialga right now. So Giratina is going to go ahead and go for an attack. It's going to be a Shadow Ball, that's fine. Does a lot of damage. Another Shadow Ball will KO. Unfortunately, I cannot make it. At least I wasn't confident enough to be able to make it. I was counting because I was slow in the switch. So I just go for the Iron Head. But look at that. I'm still able to farm down with Dragon Breath. So that's really good for me. I do have a Precipice Blade stored. That Dialga can come in and go for the farm down, and it's going to be able to do just that. But I got it low enough to where it is in Fire Punch range, so I can go ahead and bring in the Groudon right now. Just go straight for that Fire Punch, which will be enough to knock out. And we'll see what comes in. It's going to be a Zacian, okay? So I'm able to get to the Precipice Blades, very nice, doing so much damage. And then I can pivot out into Kyogre and take this game. By the way, for the Kyogre, I do recommend Blizzard. I have Origin Pulse just because I didn't really want to team away the Legacy move. But if you don't have one with Origin Pulse, I do recommend the Blizzard. Wild Charge is not going to be enough to KO me. That is going to be a good game. Very well played to my opponent. Able to take that game. Good game. You also want the Dialga best buddied as well. So, okay, going up against Zacian. So Zacian in the lead with Quick Attack. I need the XLs for that. So I'm going to charge up for the Precipice Blades, a little bit over, and then go for the bait. You could bait, you don't have to bait. They might not shield. But in this situation, my opponent does shield, so that's great for me. So I know it's either close combat or play rough. They're not going to go for Wild Charge, right? So I'm just going to go ahead and let it go. It is the close combat. And I get it for Precipice Blades. You absolutely love to see it. So will my opponent shield this one? They do not. That will be enough to KO thanks to the debuff. So my opponent decides not to shield it. We do get that KO. Absolutely incredible. Getting switch, getting shield advantage. And now my opponent is not attacking. I was thinking, maybe they backed out just because I had such a great advantage. I got such a great advantage, right, in the first matchup. Maybe they decided to, I don't know, back out. I'm not sure if they did or not. But because they're not attacking, that could be the situation. But either way, this is obviously going to go to me, this game. But I do go ahead and go for this attack right now. Fire Punch will KO, and it's going to be an Yveltal in the back. So I'll go for another Fire Punch. Again, my opponent, I don't think they would have won anyway. But yeah, they may have backed out. It's kind of hard to say. But either way, I just decide to finish it up. I go ahead and bring in the Kyogre right now. And the waterfalls are definitely adding up. Do I just waterfall all the way down? I think I do. I just waterfall all the way down. So if my opponent's game did crash, apologies for that. But I don't know. I kind of took it as a sign that they backed out. But who knows? I mean, if it crashed, again, I apologize. But usually if my opponent's game does crash, when I'm Legend, I do wait for them. But again, as I said, because I took it as a sign that they may have, quit, force quit the app, that's why I continue to tab it. I don't know for sure. But either way, let's move on. I go for the Origin Post. My opponent does shield it, afraid of the Thunder. So at least I get a shield there. Okay, Kyogre's going to go ahead and go for an attack. If it's a Thunder, so be it. I'm just going to let it go. It's actually going to be a Surf. So good call by me not to shield that. I wasn't going to shield anyway. This is going to be another Surf. And that's fine. And, I was trying to see maybe I could get to it, but no, I could have went for the Surf. I was hoping to get to it. I was not successful. So could have went for the Surf there, but that's fine. It is what it is. My opponent actually banks that energy because they know I have Groudon in the back, and I do go ahead and go for the Draco right now. My opponent does shield it up. Wasn't sure if they would shield just because, now I have a 2-shield advantage. I call this one. I actually call this Sky Attack, and it is, in fact, a Sky Attack. So that's good for me. I am debuffed thanks to the Draco, but Draco's still going to do a good amount of damage, so I'm going to go ahead and go for another one. I am up 2 shields, which is really nice. I bring in my Groudon. An attack coming in. I think I do shield this one, yeah, because I don't want to take an attack. Going to be an Aeroblast definitely don't want to take an Air Blast. So the Kyogre is a little bit scary. It does have a lot of energy, right? So I'm going to go ahead and go for the Fire Punch. But my opponent actually switches out and doesn't throw a move immediately. That allows me to get off this Fire Punch, which will be enough to KO. So any attacks that they had, not going to go through. Excuse me, I'm still sick, ladies and gentlemen. I do apologize for that. Anyway, it's going to be a Dragon Tail Groudon in the back. So looking really good for me. I'm going to throw the Precipice Blades right now. This Precipice Blades is not going to be enough to KO. I still have a shield though, so I could just safely get to the Fire Punch and take this game. Tough lead for me, but I'm still able to overcome it. I don't know, I feel like my opponent shouldn't have switched out when they did. But, I mean earlier, right? But, yeah, you know, either way, that's fine. Good game. I'm able to take that one. So next up, we have Groudon versus Zacian, and, okay. Okay, not too bad, not too bad. I don't think I bait against this one. Actually, maybe they switch out. I go ahead and let this attack go. If it's close combat, I do anticipate the swap. It is close combat, and it is a swap. So I'm going to switch into Kyogre. So bringing my Kyogre, of course, Waterfall, doing a lot of damage. I know this is going to be Stone Edge. So I do go ahead and shield it. And I full Surf immediately. I probably didn't have to do that. I probably could have went for the Fawn down. Or at the very least, overfarmed. They may have gotten into a superpower, but either way, that's what I did. Zacian is coming in. Okay, I do throw the Surf right now. So will my opponent decide to shield this, or will they take this Surf attack? And they do decide to shield it. That still would have done a good amount of damage. So an attack coming in, Wild Charge. It is Wild Charge, doing so much. I'm going to go ahead and switch out, but my opponent switches out immediately into Yveltal. So when I throw the Yveltal, obviously I'm going to throw the 5-punch attacks. I'm going to go ahead and go for another Fire Punch. And yet another Fire Punch because I have the energy. Why not? Might as well go for it. And look how low I got it. They actually let me get to another one because they are over farming. So I do actually get to another one. This is going to get the Yveltal really low or get a shield. And it does in fact get the shield. So my opponent does go ahead and throw the Dark Pulse. I'm just going to let the Groudon go. Not a problem. So Groudon is going to get KO'd. Totally fine. So I'm going to bring in the Dialga. I'm actually going to go for a catch in the Focus Blast. And I do successfully catch it with Kyogre. So this is going to be enough to KO the Kyogre. That's huge because now in comes Zacian. All I need is an Iron Head. I still have a shield. I do get to the Iron Head, which will be enough to KO. And then I can farm it down. I can farm down that Yveltal. I'm going to be able to take this win. And that is going to be a great game. Very well played to my opponent. Yet I'm going to be able to win that one. Well done. Well done. Let's go ahead and move into the next battle, which I do believe is the final battle in this video. It's a Ho-Oh lead. Definitely very difficult. I do have the Kyogre. So basically what I'm going to do is go into the other. I need some water. I'm almost done with this video, and then I'll get some water. Anyway, woo! I went into Dialga, hoping that they would switch out right away. They actually farm up and then switch out, so good play. I decided to shield this. I actually wasn't going to shield it. It's a Medium Mash, so I kind of regret shielding that. However, a Draco doesn't KO anyway, and they do still get to another Medium Mash. So, I guess I would have had to shield one anyway if I wanted to take Switch. So, an attack coming in, I'm going to call the Medium Mesh. It is Medium Mesh, so that's good for me. I guess it's possible they have Psychic as well. I'm not sure. But either way, Ho-Oh is coming in. That Ho-Oh has a lot of energy. I do have Kyogre, which is nice, but... So, my opponent throws right away. Wow. Anyway... My opponent throws... I'm sorry if this is hard to watch with all the coughing. I do apologize for that. My opponent threw right away. That's why I called it Sacred Fire. I figured they clicked on Sacred Fire immediately. So that's exactly what happened. But then I shielded the Brave Bird. The problem is I can't really get through this Mewtwo. Because my opponent still has 2 shields. So my opponent will be able to get off an attack. It's going to be a Psych Strike. I do get off this Fire Punch. But, I mean, they could let it go. They're actually going to go ahead and shield it. Doesn't really matter. So I'm gonna go ahead and just let. I mean, I have no choice. I have no shields, right? So I'll let that go. So in comes Kyogre. And Kyogre's going to be hit with this attack. It's not going to be enough to KO. It almost is. Psy Strike does so much damage, and they can farm me down. I do get off a Surf. It's not going to KO the Mewtwo, though. Comes close, but no. I mean, my opponent played that well. Tough lead. So good game, well played. And I do end up going 4-1 in that set, picking up a better tight as well. I think I get back into the 2700s. Again, I do sincerely apologize for all the coughing in this video. I'm sorry if it was a little annoying to watch through that, but I hopefully am getting better. I feel better than I have been the past couple of days, but I still feel lousy, and I still have the cough. But either way, I'm getting there, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a good day. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.